Good morning, my dear students. In this session, we are going to discussing about beekeeping equipments and seasonal management of the honeybees. Before going into the discussion, we will see few terminologies related with the apiculture or beekeeping. First of all, what do you mean by apiculture or beekeeping? See here, a person is doing apiculture or beekeeping. That is rearing of honeybees commonly in hives by human for the collection of the honey and other products such as bee wax, propolis, royal jelly and venom is known as beekeeping. A location where bees are reared is known as apiary or bee yard. A person who rears bees is known as beekeepers or apiarist. Then what do you mean by beekeeping and commercial beekeeping? See here, this upper image is showing beekeeping and the bottom image is showing commercial beekeeping. Then what is the difference? Beekeeping refers to the practice of maintaining one or a few beehives as a hobby or for personal use. Beekeeping generally, our primary goal of beekeeping is to enjoy beekeeping or produce a small amount of honey for personal consumption or support pollination in a backyard of the garden. Then, what do you mean by commercial beekeeping? Commercial beekeeping is a large scale, profit driven operation with numerous beehives. Here, beekeepers can manage hundreds or even thousands of beehives, focusing on production of large quantity of honey, pollen, wax, venom, and he may also offer pollination services to the agriculture. So these are the beekeeping equipments. What do you mean by beekeeping equipments? Beekeeping equipment refers to the tools and materials used by beekeepers to take care of their bee colonies. These items ensures the beekeeper's safety, protect the bees and their colony, help in harvesting honey efficiently, also help in maintaining the healthy and productive hives. These all are beekeeping equipments, that is a beehive and its component, protective gear, honey harvesting equipments, feeding and other beehive maintenance tool. We will discuss all these things one by one in the coming slides. Beehive, all these are beehives. A beehive is an enclosed man-made structure in which honeybee lives and raise their young ones. In ancient days, we people used cut down logs of the wood. Next advancement is crude boxes with a few cross sticks. Next we use skips. Skips nothing but conical bell-shaped earthenware or straw hives. Nowadays we are using traditional beehives, that is L.A. Longstrath hive and Newton's beehive. Beehive components, see here, stand. This bottom portion is the stand. The stand elevates the hive above the ground and protect the hive from moisture entry and pest introduction. Next, this is the bottom board. This is the bottom board. This bottom board forms the base of the hive and provide a secure foundation for the entire hive body. It includes an entrance for the bees entry with an extended portion that serves as a landing platform, that is alighting board for worker bees. Next, brood chamber. This is the brood chamber. This is the lower section of the hive where the queen bee lays eggs and gives brood such as eggs, larvae, and pupae. In brood chamber, we can observe queen honeybees, worker bees, drone bees, and various immature stages, that is, brood stages, egg, larva, and pupal stages. Inside the brood chamber, brood frames are there. These are the rectangular frames within the brood chamber where the bees build comb for their brood rearing. Next, super chamber. Above the brood chamber, we are placing super chamber. This is the upper section of the hive which is used for the honey storage. Super chamber contains or holds super frames. Super frames used for honey storage, from where we can harvest pure honey without any contamination of the brood. Next, inner cover. This inner cover is used to close the hive and help to regulate hive temperature. This inner cover helps in regulation of the hive temperature. It is act as an additional layer of protection for the bees inside the hive. Top cover. This is the topmost cover. Prevent the wetting of the brood from rainwater and other weather elements. Next, protective gear. Protective gear include bee suit, gloves, bee wheel, and boots. All this protective gear help in protection of human against the bee sting. Next, honey harvesting equipment includes uncapping knife. This is the uncapping knife used to remove the wax capping from the honeycomb before honey extraction. Next, honeycomb basket. It is a basket in which the caps of the honey cells are collected during the process of uncapping of the cells. Next, honey extractor, a device that spins the frame to remove honey without damaging the comb, and this honey extractor work on the principle of centrifugal force. Honey strainer, it is a simple device used to filter impurities from harvested honey. Honey jars are containers. These are used for storing the honeys. Storing the honey. Feeding and other high maintenance tool. Feeders. This is a feeder which is used to provide supplementary feed to the bees during food shortages. This is the smoker. This smoker generates the smoke to calm down the bees during the inspection or honey harvesting. These are the hive tools. Hive tools used for separating the hive pods, cleaning the propolis, and taking out the frames. Bee brush. Bee brush gently removes bee from the frames or any other parts of the hive without harming them. Queen gate. This is the queen gate. The queen gate is used when transferring a natural colony to the hive. It is a metallic seat with holes. These holes allows only worker bees to enter and exit and help in the colony to acclimatize. Here, the queen gate is used when transferring a natural colony to hive, mean we are restricting the bees within the colonies so that it can acclimatize with that hive or colony. Queen excluder. Queen excluder, it is a screen placed in between the brood chamber and super chamber which is used to restrict the queen colony. which is used to restrict the queen activity within the brood chamber and avoid its entry to the super chamber so that we can harvest pure honey from the super chamber. Queen cage, it is a small cylindrical or rectangular cage made up of perforated metals. It is used to safely transfer of the queens from one hive to the another hive. Drone excluder Drone excluder prevent drone from re-entering the hive after they leave. It has small see here openings that allow worker bee to pass through it but block drone from returning. Dummy division board. This is a wooden partition that acts as a movable wall. It helps in reducing the size of the brood chamber, making it easier for the bees to maintain their hive temperature inside making it easier for the bees to maintain the right temperature inside the hive. If there is few number of frames are there, we are placing this dummy division board just beside that frame so that it can manage its temperature of that area only, so that it will help in conserving bees energy and also help in the maintaining the right temperature inside the hive. Foundation comb Foundation combs are made up of bee wax with hexagonal cell pattern over it. These foundation combs guide the bees in building their comb, helping them to produce more honey by saving energy on comb construction. Next is swarm trap. It is a rectangular box open on one side. It contains a frame with a comb foundation seat. During swarming season, the box is placed near the hive. When the bees swarm, the queen and some worker bees settle in the box on the foundation seat. Like that, we can save our bees from absconding and we can multiply our colony. Thank you. In the next session, we are going to discuss about seasonal management of honeybees. Good morning, my dear students. In this session, we are discussing about seasonal management of honeybees. See here various seasons and their time period. Spring season, March and April. Summer season, May and June. Monsoon season, July and August. Autumn season, September and October. Pre-winter season, November, December. Winter season, January and February. With changes in this season, we have to adjust our beekeeping techniques and care. That is, practice of adjusting beekeeping techniques and care based on the changing condition of the each season is known as seasonal management of the honeybees. What is the need of seasonal management of the honeybees? It is very important to keeping honeybee colony healthy and productive. It ensures consistent pollination, increases honey yield, and reduces the risk of pest and diseases. Good management of honeybee colonies also supports the colony survival through winter, control swarming behavior in spring, and encourages sustainable beekeeping practices. In coming slide, we are discussing significance of each season, bee activity during that particular season, and management strategy in that particular season. See here first about significance of spring season. Spring temperature triggers plant growth, support pollination in bees, facilitate migration and breeding. These conditions marks the transition from winter dormancy to active colony expansion in honeybees. See here the bee activities during spring season, that is March to April. Seasonal awakening mean from late February to early March. As temperature rise and daylight increases, the queen resumes egg laying and worker bees begin foraging and store nectar and pollen. Brood expansion due to abundant food availability and favorable environmental condition leads to increased brood rearing and it requires expanded hive space. Swarming behavior due to abundant food availability, favorable environmental condition and brood expansion. There will be the overcrowding in the hive which prompt colony to prepare for swarming. Swarming is most prevalent from March to June. What are the bee management strategies to be adapted by an apiarist during the spring season? See here various management strategies to keep the honeybee colony healthy and productive. That is, first strategy is hive unpacking, cleaning, and replacement of worn out component. Removing of winter covers facilitate proper ventilation, prevent overheating as temperatures are rising in spring season, and allows bees to forage freely. Cleaning of the bottom board removes winter debris which may harbor various pests and pathogenic organisms. Replacing worn out components maintain the hive structural integrity, prevent drafts, that is stopping unwanted cold air current, water leak and pest intrusion. Next management strategy is the nutrition management. Early spring flower may not supply enough food for growing colony, so it is better to manage nutrition during this season. So provide sugar syrup of 1:1 ratio and pollen substitute. Help in compensate for nectar shortage and support brood development. We can prepare pollen substitute by adding all this material, that is 12 gram of ragi, 6 gram of milk powder, 6 gram of garlic powder, 5 gram of yeast, 1 gram of turmeric powder and suitable quantity of honey, and proper mixing will produce a pollen substitute. Next, spatial management during spring season due to favorable condition and expanded brood development leads to overcrowding which causes stress and increases swarming tendencies in bees. To prevent overcrowding, support population growth and provide space for honey storage, it is essential to expand the hive space by adding extra frames or by dividing overcrowded or strong colonies into two separate colonies. Queen replacement and colony division. It is essential to replace old queen with young one and divide the overcrowded colonies in the spring season. Why? Because young queen lays more eggs, promoting robust colony growth, while dividing colony helps preventing swarming and establish a new colony for apiary expansion. Swarm prevention through equalization. Equalization is refers to the distribution of food, brood, honey, pollen, and worker bees from stronger colonies to the weaker colonies. Equalization balance resource distribution, fostering uniform growth and reduces swarming triggers in honeybee colonies. Swarm prevention through supering. When honey flow begins in a spring season, add super chamber above the brood chamber using a queen excluder in between them. This extra space prevent swarming and help maximizing honey production by efficiently utilizing peak nectar flow period. Pest and disease monitoring. Regularly check for wax moth, varroa mites, nosema and other diseases. Early detection and treatment help preventing colony collapse and keep the bees healthy. Treat varroa mites using oxalic or formic acid. Manage nosema symptom with fumigillin. Use non-toxic measures, that is, physical barriers and natural repellent to keep predators like wasps at bay. Frequent honey extraction. Excessive honey storage reduce space for egg and larvae, causing stagnation in colony growth. Therefore, frequent honey extraction encourages continuous foraging and maintain a balance between resource storage and brood production, ensuring the colony remain active and productive. Summer season, May to June time period. Significance of summer season. Summer months pose significant challenges for honeybees due to high temperature, limited nectar and pollen availability, and the risk of heat stress. See here, bee activities during summer season. Bee reduce their foraging. Bee collect limited amount of nectar and pollen, leading to decreased food availability in the colony. Brood rearing declined. Colony growth slow as brood rearing diminishes or ceases entirely in the summer season. Heat stress. High temperature must be maintained between 33 to 35 degrees Celsius. As temperature exceeds more than 37 degrees Celsius, which cause stress to the bee. Water collection. Bee actively collect water during summer season to cool the hive through evaporative cooling, fanning their wings at the entrance to regulate temperature. Behavioral adjustment. To avoid overheating, bee cluster outside the hive on the landing board during the hottest part of the day and even in the evening periods. So, what are the bee management strategy to be adapted during summer season? See here, implementing effective management strategies during this period is crucial for ensuring healthy and productive colonies. Protect from heat. Place the colonies under shaded area. Paint the hive with light colors to reflect heat and it also helps in extending hive life. Use wet gunny bags or moistened straw to lower the high temperature in areas where the temperature exceeds 37 to 45 degrees Celsius. Orientation of hive entrance. Face hive entrance southeast to provide early morning sunlight which stimulate foraging activities in bee while ensure protection from intense afternoon heat. Provision of sugar syrup and pollen substitute. Provide 1 is to 1 ratio of sugar to water to prevent starvation. Provide pollen substitute made from cereals, pulses, turmeric, milk powder, yeast, garlic, and honey to promote brood rearing and enhance bee longevity. Provision of sufficient water. Establish a nearby fresh water source with floating cork with floating material like cork to prevent bee drowning. Provision of sufficient water nearby apiary saves the bees energy which is spending for searching of water. Next, ventilation. Improve airflow within the hive by widening the entrance or creating small gaps between the hive component. Use only 7 frames in the brood chamber instead of the usual 8 to enhance air circulation. Proper ventilation reduces internal heat and humidity, keeping the colony healthy and active. Uniting colonies. Combine weaker or queenless colonies with stronger colony using the newspaper method for gradual integration. Dividing colonies. Split overcrowded colonies into 2 or 3 small colonies, each led by a fresh queen. It reduces congestion, prevents swarming, and support the establishment of new colonies for long-term productivity. Next, a rainy season. Significance of rainy season. During the rainy season, bee faces various challenges, including limited foraging opportunities, high humidity, and increased risk of predation. Understanding their activities and proper management during this season are crucial for maintaining a healthy and productive colony. See here bee activities during rainy season, July to August. In July and August, reduced foraging. Rain make flying difficult to the bees due to wet wings and poor navigation. Bees reduces their foraging trips, leading to less nectar and pollen collection to the honeybee colony. High maintenance. During rainy season, bee use rainy days for housekeeping. They repair their comb, clean the hive, and reinforce their hive structure. This ensures the hive remains secure and hygienic. Resource conservation. Bees conserve energy by limiting unnecessary activities during rainy season. This strategy helps them survive period of limited foraging opportunities. Temperature regulation. It is very critical for brood development. They regulate their temperature by doing activities like fanning and clustering. Guarding the entrance. Guard bee actually protect the hive from water entry, and predator, their vigilance increases during the adverse weather conditions. Waiting for clear weather, bees patiently wait inside the hive for better weather conditions before resuming foraging. This minimizes risk and ensures their safety. Bee management strategies during rainy season, hive placement and shelter. Elevate the hive prevents flooding and waterlogging, keeping comb dries and colonies safe. Elevation also reduces the risk from ground predator and moisture buildup. Place hive under sheds or roof to minimize direct rain impact and reduces moisture ingress. Ensure proper ventilation, which prevents humidity buildup, reduces fungal growth, and keep the hive environment healthy. Hive maintenance: inspect hive regularly to prevent colony collapse during rainy season. Use waterproof material to protect hive from rainwater infiltration and maintain a dry interior. Reduce hive entrance to limit water entry and deter predators, ensuring hive security. Remove and bury hive debris to maintain hygiene and prevent pest infestation. Cut unwanted vegetation around the hives to promote air circulation and reduce moisture stagnation. Nutrition and feeding: provide thick sugar syrup of 2:1 ratio to maintain high humidity and reduce fermentation and spoilage of the sugar syrup. Use clean feeder to prevent contamination and disease transmission. Pest and disease management: treat varroa mite using oxalic or formic acid. Manage nosema symptom with humangillin. Use non-toxic measures to keep predators away from the colonies. Remove and replace damp or moldy combs to prevent fungal and bacterial infection. Colony health: unite weak, diseased or laying worker colonies with stronger colonies to improve colony health. Replace aged or damp comb to promote hygiene and support healthy brood development. Isolate weak colonies in separate yard to prevent the spread of the diseases to the healthy colonies. Minimize hive disturbance during rainy season. Avoid frequent checks to prevent disruption and exposure to cold, which may affect colony temperature regulation. Monitor forage availability by planting bee-friendly crops. It supports natural foraging activities in bees. Emergency measures: relocate hive if necessary to avoid waterlogging. Install drainages to prevent water accumulation and ensure a safe environment for hive. Next, autumn season. Significance of autumn season. See here. Autumn is a vital time for bees for preparing and conserving resources to survive winter season. See here key activities of bees in autumn. Hive sealing with propolis. Bee use sticky propolis to seal cracks and opening in the hive. This ensures the hive remain warm, secure, and protected from external threat. Reduced foraging. The availability of the nectar and pollen decreases in autumn. Bee forage less and conserve more to sustain the colony during winter. Brood rearing decline. Queen bee reduces or completely ceases laying eggs during this period. This reduces the demand for food and prepare the colony for lower activity levels in the winter. Drone eviction. Worker bees drive drone out of the hive where they perish due to cold and starvation. This minimizes resource consumption as drones do not contribute to the colony survival. Management of honeybees during autumn season. Effective autumn management ensures that honeybee colonies are well prepared for the challenges of the winter. Hive preparation ensures sufficient bees for clustering and maintaining warmth during winter. Fix hive damages to prevent draft and insulate to retain warmth, ensuring adequate ventilation. Minimize entrance heights to prevent robbing and to reduce heat loss. Adjust hive space to prevent overcrowding while leaving room for resource storage and cluster formation. Feeding and resource management offer sugar syrup of 2 is to 1 ratio. Provide pollen substitute. Ensures colony have enough protein for brood rearing. Ensure each hive has 20 to 25 kg of honey reserves for winter sustenance. Queen and brood development. Confirm the presence of healthy queen is most crucial for maintaining colony strength through continuous egg laying. Limit brood rearing. Allow the colony to focus on maintaining warmth and preparing for winter. Disease and pest control we already covered in previous slide. High environment management ensure proper ventilation to prevent moisture buildup which can cause mold and chill brood. Remove vegetation and debris to discourage pests and maintain hygiene. Use hedges or barriers to shield hive from strong winds. Significance of winter season. Winter season mark a period of survival, conservation, and preparation for the active months ahead. Key activities of bees in winter season. In temperate regions, bees cease flying as temperature falls below 10 degrees Celsius, staying within the hive. The queens stop laying eggs and there is no brooding activity. By clustering tight in the center of the hive, consuming stored honey to generate heat and maintain warmth. Bee clustered tightly in the center of the hive, consume stored honey and generate heat and maintain warmth. In warmer region, colony activity reduces significantly. Only a few bees take risk to go out for forage and resulting in minimal nectar collection. The hive remain moderately active but energy conservation is prioritized. Management of the bees during winter season. Effective winter management ensures honeybees colonies survive harsh conditions and gives a stronger colony for spring season. Hive placement and shelter. Shift colony to sunlight areas to maintain warmth and reduce energy expenditure by bees. Provide windbreaks to shield hive from chilly winds and preserving internal hive temperature. Hive insulation and maintenance. Insulate hive with winter cover to retain heat while maintaining adequate ventilation. Seal cracks and gaps to prevent drafts and moisture infiltration. Feeding and nutrition. Feed weak colonies with stimulative sugar syrup and pollen substitute. Ensure each colony has adequate honey reserves of 20 to 25 kgs for winter survival. Colony strength management. Unite smaller or weaker colony with stronger one to enhance their survival. Remove unused combs and reduce the brood area to prevent unnecessary energy loss in the hive. Pest and disease control. Treat varroa mite using oxalic or formic acid. Manage nosema symptom with fumigillin. Use non-toxic measures to keep predator-like wasps away. Install mouse guard. Small furry intruders, that is mice, are looking for warm during winter season. To prevent a rodent entry into the hive, install a mouse guard. Thank you. These are the management strategies which are common across all the season: hive management and preparation, nutrition and feeding, pest and disease management, colony strength management, ventilation and temperature regulation, forage and resource management, minimizing disturbances, emergency and protective measures. Thank you and all the best. Welcome you all, my dear students. In this session, we are discussing objective type questions which are related with the beekeeping equipments and seasonal management of honeybee. Apiculture refers to rearing of silkworm for silk production, rearing of honeybees in hive for honey and other production, rearing of fish for food production, or rearing of birds for egg and meat production. Here correct answer is rearing of honeybees in hive for honey and other product is the apiculture. A location where bees are reared is known as aviary, apiary, sanctuary, or hive. Here correct answer is apiary. Apiary, it is the location where bees are reared. A person who reads bees is known as entomologist, floriculturist, beekeeper or apiarist, or sericulturist. Here correct answer is beekeeper or apiarist. Beekeeper or apiarist is a person who reads bees. Beekeeping generally refers to. There is the difference in between beekeeping and commercial beekeeping. Here we are seeing what is beekeeping. Beekeeping generally refers to large scale commercial honey production or maintaining of one or a few beehives as a hobby or for personal use, rearing bees exclusively for venom collection, producing silk through bee colonies. Here correct answer is maintaining one or a few beehives as a hobby or for personal use is known as beekeeping. Then what is commercial beekeeping? Commercial beekeeping involves managing a few beehives as a hobby or large scale profit driven operation with numerous beehives, rearing bees for personal honey consumption, or supporting backyard garden pollination. Here, commercial beekeeping involves a large scale profit driven operation with numerous beehives. A beehive is a natural shelter for wild bees, an enclosed man-made structure where honeybees live and raise their young ones, or a tool used to extract honey from the bees, or a device for trapping bees in the wild. Here correct answer is beehive is an enclosed man-made structure where honeybee lives and raise their young one. Seasonal management in beekeeping refers to A. Rearing bees only during the summer month. B. Adjusting beekeeping technique and care based on changing seasonal condition. C. Harvesting honey throughout the year without seasonal consideration. D. Keeping bees indoors during the winter season. Here correct answer is adjusting beekeeping techniques and care based on the changing seasonal condition is the seasonal management of honeybees. What is equalization in beekeeping? Equalization in beekeeping refers to distributing honey evenly among all colonies. B. Redistributing brood, honey, pollen, and worker bees from stronger colonies to weaker one, combining two colonies into one, or harvesting honey from weaker colonies. Here correct answer is redistributing brood, honey, pollen, and worker bees from stronger colonies to the weaker colonies is known as equalization in beekeeping. Hive temperature must be maintained between 33 to 35 degrees Celsius because it helps in the production of honey. A. B. It encourages bees to swarm. C. Temperatures exceeding 37 degrees Celsius cause stress to the bees. D. It promotes the growth of the pollen. Here correct answer is C. Temperature exceeding 37 degrees Celsius cause stress to the bee. Therefore, high temperature must be maintained between 33 to 35 degrees Celsius. Hive entrance should be faced southeast to A. Ensure maximum honey production. Provide early morning sunlight to stimulate foraging activities in bees and protect bees from intense afternoon heat. Prevent bees from swarming. D. Maintain high temperature at night. Here correct answer is provide early morning sunlight to stimulate foraging activities in bees and protect from intense afternoon heat. So we have to face hive entrance in southeast direction. To protect hive from chilly winds and maintain internal temperatures, beekeepers should provide A. Large open space for air circulation. B. Windbreaks such as hedges, boards, or screens. C. High temperature inside the hive. D. Ventilation holes in the every direction. Here correct answer is windbreaks such as hedges, boards and screens to be provided to protect the hives from chilly winds and maintain internal temperature. Installing mouse guards on hive is important to A. Prevent bees from escaping the hive during winter. B. Keep bees cool during hot weather. C. Prevent rodent from entering the hive as they seek warmth and food during winter. D. Encourage foraging activity in cold weather. Here correct answer is installing mouse guard on hive is important to prevent rodents from entering the hive. Why? Because they seek warmth and food during cold winter. To ensure winter survival, each bee colony should have adequate honey reserve of it is A 5 to 10 kg, B 10 to 15 kg, C 15 to 20 kg, D 20 to 25 kg. Here correct answer is 20 to 25 kgs. To ensure a winter survival, each bee colony should have adequate honey reserve of 20 to 25 kgs. The bottom board of a beehive. A. Provides a lid to protect the hive, forms the base of the hive and include an entrance for bees with a landing platform for worker bees. C is used for honey extraction. D is the area where the queen bees lay eggs. Here correct answer is the bottom board forms the base of the hive and includes an entrance for bees with a landing platform for worker bees. Which of the following is a protective equipment used in beekeeping? A. Bee suit, gloves, wheel and boots. B. Protective helmet and face shield only. C. Raincoat and rubber gloves. D. Only gloves and boots. Here correct answer is B. Suits, gloves, veil and boots. These are the protective equipments used in beekeeping. The primary function of a hive tool is the primary function of a hive tool is to extract honey from the hive, separate hive pods, clean propolis and remove frames, protect the beekeepers from stings, measures the honey reserve in the hive. Here correct answer is separate hive pod, clean propolis and remove frames. This is the primary function of hive tool. The purpose of a smoker in beekeeping is to A. Keep the hive warm during winter. Produce smoke to calm bees during inspection or honey harvesting. C. Attract bees to the hive. D. Clean the hive and remove debris. Here correct answer is produce smoke to calm down the bees during inspection or honey harvesting. It is the purpose of smoker in beekeeping. The purpose of a queen excluder is to allow the queen to freely move between all hive sections, restrict the queen to the brood areas, preventing her from laying eggs in the honey supers, protect the queen from worker bees, separate the honey from the brood. Here correct answer is B. The purpose of queen excluder is to restrict the queen to the brood area, preventing her from laying eggs in the honey supers. Proper ventilation in a beehive is important to increase honey production, prevent humidity buildup, reduce fungal growth, and maintain a healthy hive environment. Allow bees to exit the hive more easily. Keep the hive warm during winter. Here correct answer is proper ventilation in beehive is important to prevent humidity buildup, reduce fungal growth and maintain a healthy hive environment. Placing hives under shades or roofs helps to increase the hive temperature during winter, minimize direct rain impact and reduce moisture ingress, attract more bees to the hive, improve honey production directly. Here correct answer is B. Placing hive under shades or roofs helps to minimize direct rain impact and reduce moisture ingress. Elevating hive is essential to prevents bee from flying too low, prevent bees from flying too low, avoid flying, avoid flooding and waterlogging, keeping comb dry and colonies safe, increase honey production directly, allow bees to forage more effectively. So here correct answer is B. Elevating hive is essential to avoid flooding and waterlogging, keeping combs dry and colonies safe. Cutting unwanted vegetation around hives helps to increase the temperature inside the hive, promote air circulation and reduce moisture stagnation, attract more bees to the hive, provide shade for the hive. Here correct answer is B. Cutting unwanted vegetation around hives helps to promote air circulation and reduce moisture stagnation. Which of the following is a method to treat varroa mites in beekeeping? A. Fumagillin, B. oxalic or formic acid. C. Natural repellent only. D. Propolis application. So here correct answer is oxalic or formic acid. Oxalic or formic acids is used to treat varroa mites in beekeeping. Providing thick sugar syrup during rainy periods, that is 2:1, helps to increase honey production directly, compensate for reduced natural forage, maintain high humidity, and reduce fermentation and spoilage, prevents bee from leaving the hive, attract more bees to the apiary. Here correct answer is B. Providing thick sugar syrup 2:1 during rainy periods helps to compensate for reduced natural forage, maintain high humidity, and reduce fermentation and spoilage. Nosema symptoms in bees can be managed by using oxalic acid, fumagillin, formic acid, and honey sulfur. So, for treating nosema symptom, we have to use fumagillin. Thank you. Thank you so much.